Hello everybody, welcome back to Kai Talks NFL, and today we're going to be going over all the recent NFL news, giving my thoughts on Aaron Rodgers, people holding out a mandatory minicamp, and some other takes that I have for things. So, I really hope you guys enjoy this new intro I made, and I think it's pretty cool, and yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy.
Oh my goodness!
Daylight hurls to the end zone!
That may be the greatest catch I've ever seen.
It is. Oh, he caught it off the ricochet. Penalty. Is he in?
Alright, first thing I want to talk about is Aaron Rodgers. So he did sign with the Steelers, 1-year deal, $13 million. Kind of just like a one and done thing. They know he might retire soon. They don't know if he's going to be good. You know, it's kind of just a what if situation. You know, it's hard to tell if he'll be starting. He'll probably will, most likely. But I really want to see Will Howard. I don't care for Mason Rudolph. I don't think anybody cares for Mason Rudolph. But I really want to see Will Howard. And we'll see how it goes down there. It's pretty interesting. We don't know how Aaron Rodgers is going to do with DK Metcalf. Don't forget that he's there. All the guys they drafted a couple running backs as well. I don't think their offense is the best right now, right? Ever since they let go a bunch of people. Justin Fields, Russell Wilson, Najee Harris, George Pickens. I don't think it's going to be the best. It might be Mike Tomlin's first under 500 season, but I don't think Aaron Rodgers will do that bad there. But he's just okay in my opinion. I think he's just getting old. He's not in his prime anymore, and that's the hard truth about Aaron Rodgers. Next thing I want to talk about is the Packers releasing Gier Alexander, and yeah, he's out of there. They couldn't find a trade partner, I'm guessing, so they kind of just let him off. Seems like he wanted to be out there anyways. I'm not a big fan of Gier Alexander. I'm going to be honest. There's a lot of talk about the 49ers wanting to, get him. I just don't feel like he's a really good guy to have in the locker room, right? Especially since his previous drama that he's had with things. He's a pretty chattermouth. We've seen him on and off the field, just being a chattermouth. And I don't really want the Niners to get him, but I also don't think this will hurt the Packers much, especially because they already have a pretty good defense, in my opinion. Obviously, it could use a little bit of work, but they didn't really need him at the end of the season when he was injured, basically the whole season. It would be cool if the Niners got him, but I want Jaylen Ramsey a little bit more than I want him. Terry McLaurin is not at Commanders minicamp while seeking extension. Yeah, this is kind of interesting. I don't think it's going to affect the Commanders because eventually they're going to get a contract. If you're a Commanders fan, I don't think he's going to leave. I don't think you have to worry about that, at least until next year. I think he will eventually participate. They'll eventually get his contract. He wants to be there clearly. He just is trying to tell Washington, hey, give me my money now. I don't want to wait any longer because this guy just put up the best season of his career last year. With Jaden Daniels, and I'm sure he wants to do it again, so why would he want to leave? But it's not that he wants to leave, it's just I think that he's pushing the Commanders front office to give him a contract, which he deserves in my opinion. So that's a little bit of interesting news. He is not participating in mandatory minicamp. Next two people not participating in mandatory minicamp are Jaylen Ramsey and Jonnu Smith. Jaylen Ramsey kind of makes sense. It's really looking like they're going to trade him. And Jonnu Smith, it's looking like they might trade him as well. Not as much, but there's a lot of talks around that. And especially Jaylen Ramsey. These two could be traded at any time, and I don't think they're holding out like Terry McLaurin. They don't want a contract, really. They're kind of just waiting for something to happen with them. They don't know. I think they're both just in a weird position. So that's why they're holding out there. Kirk Cousins moving forward and role as Falcons backup QB for 2025 season. I mean, it's definitely a hard pill to swallow, especially since you're on top of the world. You were winning Vikings playoff games. You were making comebacks. I guess not winning Vikings playoff games, but making the playoffs. I mean, and then you just go downhill like that. You get signed to the Falcons after ACL tear, and then you just were never the same since. I mean, it's definitely a hard pill to swallow, and he's got to move forward. But at the same time, he's still making bank. Yeah, I think some of you forgot that contract. That's on the Falcons right there. I mean, that's just not good to begin with. But yeah, he's still getting a bag, so why not? Ex-Ravens Chargers running back J.K. Dobbins signing a 1-year deal for $5 million, $5.5 million with the Broncos. Yes, I'm really happy for the Broncos. I've been saying a lot about J.K. Dobbins. He was really underrated last year, in my opinion. Like, he can put up some touchdowns for you. I mean, he's quick. He can push it in. But he can get the ball in the end zone is what I mean. I mean, he's just overall underrated running back, and he's really overlooked in my opinion. I think people still see him as like a backup running back. I don't think so. I really think J.K. Dobbins could be a starting running back in this league. And I think he proved it last year a lot. It's just a lot of people haven't seen it. Here's some interesting news. Bengals first rounder Jamar Stewart sounds off on lingering contract dispute. This guy kind of seems like a prick, in my opinion. Like, you're holding out on a contract that you think should be more. Why don't, instead of, just crying about it, prove yourself the next season, and then you can talk about that? I just don't understand. You haven't played a single minute in the NFL yet, and you're already arguing about a contract. Like, you can't. They haven't seen anything out of you yet besides college. In the NFL, they haven't seen one thing out of you. So how are they supposed to know how much really... I mean, they saw you in college, right? But you shouldn't be complaining about a contract before you've even done something. You kind of just got to suck it up, right? I mean, Shedeur Sanders, for example. He has the lowest contract you could probably possibly have, one of them. And he's not crying about it, right? He was supposed to be... maybe even in the top 3 of the draft. He went in the 5th round. He's not crying about it like you are. It's interesting to me. I feel like he should prove himself first, and then he can start talking about that. It's kind of weird to me and kind of gives off prick vibes. I don't know. Bengals release veteran linebacker Germaine Pratt after 6 seasons. Why? I just don't understand the reasoning. Do you want your offense to carry you every game and have your defense sell? You literally have nobody. Like, I don't understand what the Bengals are doing. They're just relying everything on their offense, which they can sometimes, but it low-key cost them last year, and they really got to start bumping up that defense. I mean, Trey Hendrickson's holding out. Jamar Stewart, their rookie, which we just talked about. I mean, I don't know what the Bengals are doing, I'm going to be honest. Devontae Adams feeling rejuvenated after joining the Rams. It's been exactly what I needed. I mean, how could you blame the guy? He went with Aiden O'Connell for like 2 or 3 years. Then he had to deal with a shitty rotating Jets quarterback room. I mean, Aaron Rodgers most of the time. I mean, all the time, but he wasn't very good. I mean, the Jets weren't very good as a whole. I meant Raiders rotating quarterbacks all the time. It's got to be nice having Matt Stafford as your QB rather than Aaron Rodgers or Aiden O'Connell. I mean, it's just got to feel good. All right, so I was checking Twitter, and this is this guy's basically ranking of the quarterbacks right now as of June, and I'm going to be reviewing it. So, got the alphas. I'd say that's pretty much correct, yeah. Top tier, you got Justin Herbert, CJ Stroud. Is he really top tier anymore, though? I maybe. Trevor Lawrence is definitely not top tier. Like, what, dude? He was not very good last season or the season before. I get he got injured, but, like, I just don't know what the thought process is there. Matt Stafford, I'd say he's still top tier. You could maybe put him in great starter, but I'd still say he's top tier. Jaden Daniels, yeah, but he'll be an alpha soon, trust. Geno Smith, get out, bro. Just get out of there. Like, what is he doing in there? Dak, sure. Caleb, he hasn't proven himself yet. He had 1 year. Baker Mayfield, I'd almost say Baker's near top tier. He's very good. Jalen Hurts, he should be at least top tier. I don't know why he's there. Kyler is not a great starter. He's low-key mid. Jordan Love, yeah, he's there. Drake May, I'd love to put him there. He's just not there yet. Bryce Young, yeah, he's solid, I would say. I'd say he's pretty solid from what we saw. I could be overhyping him a little bit, but I think that's right. Jared Goff, I think he should be a great starter, maybe even top tier. He did a lot last year. Purdy, I believe he's solid as well. Bo Nix, fair. Sam Darnold, fair. I think Tua should be mid/bridge. Aaron Rodgers should be a backup. Justin Fields, yeah, you could put him there. Aiden O'Connell should be backup. Michael Penix should be... Yeah, I'd say he's there as well. AR should be backup. Kirk should be backup. Deshaun should be backup. Daniel Jones should be backup. Russell Wilson should probably be backup, but I guess you could put him in mid. Joe Flacco should be backup, and the bottom two should be backup as well. Low-key, this list is mid. I'm not going to point out your handle because this is just mid. And I see Chicago sports fan in the top, so it makes sense why you put Caleb that high, but I don't know. This list is just okay in my opinion. You nailed the first row. The second row was pretty good, but then after that, it was okay. I mean, I don't know. It kind of a weird list in my opinion. Thank you all for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, let me know down below. I had a lot of fun making this, and I'll see you all in the next one.